Alright, Gum Nation. Plantation migration, that is a celebration of that, our decoration, all that stuff. Oh boy, where do I start with this one? Today starts the day before New Year's Eve. Nope. What does the Gum have a plan in mind? Well, yep. Gum has to up its game. It wants to up its battle game a lot. I actually have scrolled through the old Gum networks. See, this is a story about Gum. A long time ago, in about 2006, good God. Basically, Gum started the whole Wi-Fi battle stuff with Diamond Pearl. You see, the whole entire Wi-Fi battle. He had a YouTube channel, rather than PokeGum. You see, and PokeGum was the Gum origin. Pokemon plus Gum. Pretty obvious. Kid stuff. That's high school. What do you expect? Anywho, that's besides the point. A lot of people liked the battles, not because I was good. I'll be straight up, I was terrible. I used bad sets. I didn't use the OU tier. I didn't do very much. I beat someone a Charmeleon, for God's sake. A mixed sweeper Charmeleon. I remember that battle. But I had that voice that was really annoying, in my opinion. Not to mention my narration and my editing skills were pretty bad. So a lot of the earlier videos, I'm kind of glad I got rid of those. However, looking back now, it's like, I put work into those. Not as much as I should, but I did some. And, well, conspiracy theories later, and the channel's gone. I was going through some of the videos that people actually posted for me, as in regards of actually posting, and there was a few that stuck out, and I posted in the main chat. However, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is talk about Gum's past. The few things I'm going to mention are just highlights of the Gum, entire battle career thing. Most of it's going to be fortune, so just keep that in mind. And unfortunately, due to the fact of Diamond Pearl, a lot of them weren't recorded because I didn't get a webcam to wait later on. Plus, some battles are just way too damn long. Speaking of that, we'll start with the first one. There was a battle I had versus FaZe. FaZe Pokemon. He existed back then. I battled him. It took a while, but I battled him. And this battle was the most hacksest battle you ever seen. It lasted an entire hour. Now, in Pokemon terms, that's a long, long time for stalling. I had Umbreon, and he had Salamence and Metagross. I still won with confusion hacks. That's how broken it was back then. But I won the battle. He didn't post it because it was epic. It was epic because of its own standard of hacks. Like, how much hacks can someone get? We're talking like strategized TSA run, TACS runners type of hacks here. We're talking like those type of things. But however, that's when we started, manipulating luck and all that. Another battle which was uploaded but no longer. Charmeleon sweep. It was baton pass at least to a speed booster too, and then it set up SD on its own, focus sash, rock slide, crunch, overheat. Actually was a legit mixed sweeper set. I mean, not gonna lie, it was pretty good. But it was on Charmeleon though, so I think Mega Charizard X could do it. It's just I kind of don't think it can with the current meta. So think about that. Another thing I did was FaZe. I really wish I had this one because this one would have been so much more worth than the Gyarados one. I had two battles versus FaZe already now. The first battle was obviously Confusion Hacks, which he didn't upload, which I got pissed, and it took me a while to rebattle him over it. The second time, however, I beat him with a Choice Specs Modest Nature Gigagrang Flygon. For those who don't understand how bad that is a scale to 1 to Blitzy knowing to have a punch bad. Okay? I'm not kidding. That's how bad it was. And I won. I won with that. That was some funny stuff that day. Let's see what else. I made sure I uploaded. FaZe was so mad when I uploaded it. Then the Xerxes battle began. Now, a lot of people don't know. People thought, okay, what was going on in my head? And I'm going to put it very simply. A lot of the stuff he did say was kind of right, except for a few things. First, Bayonet did not run Desert Botnet at all. It didn't run it. It didn't have it. So, because I knew everybody was going to think that, and I figured I could outsmart them. Second, Probopass was more like a special attacker than an actual, you know, thing, because it was meant to counter Squirmry and a few other Pokemon they did have, and, able to set Stealth Rocks. Originally, however, I was going to bring Squirmry, but I was like, Squirmry can only do so much. I think it's better if it's safer than sorry, so I kind of didn't bring it. Kind of regret it, kind of not. Me using T-Tar was definitely not the right time to use it. That was the one big mistake I did, because if I didn't, I probably could have actually won that battle. Because losing that early, that quick, and not even getting, it was bad. Um, Up to that point, I got lucky on some things, on the rematches, or behind the scenes stuff, I got some luck. But however, overall, that battle, on the last two turns, I knew whatever was going to come out was either going to have some weakness to ice or have some kind of neutral thing to ice. So that's the reason why I just sticked in choice, you know, ice beam instead of psychic. Because if he brought out a dark type, I would have been dead. So that's the reason why I chose ice beam, not because of Tangrowth. Tangrowth couldn't take special attack that route, but that's the reason why I went ice beam, because the fact that I knew I could easily take out Tangrowth, I can easily take out whatever it brings out. Because he didn't bring it out earlier, so I figured anything, it would have been some kind of flying type or something. I didn't know what it was, but I knew I could easily do it if it weren't for the fact of Sucker Punch. So, but still, it was one hell of a battle. I guess the Thunderbolting my Omega kind of made up with the Gyro Ball Tyranitar thing, so, I think that kind of balanced out. I think if either one of us had one of those Pokemon at the end, I think it would have definitely made a big difference. I mean, turn 2, you lose freaking one Pokemon turn 2, turn 1. That's pretty epic on this guy. Like freaking Will-O-Wisp Beta. Who uses that anymore? Come on. Screw Will-O-Wisp. Screw Destiny Bond. I use freaking full attack move sets on Baynet. And then there's another battle. This battle particularly was it was actually part of my intro for a while. Unfortunately, I lost the files to the intro part. But basically, um, my next Baynet Pokemon in 5th gen, since Baynet was 4th, technically, was Heracross. And but this is before Mega Evolution. This was like before we even knew that Heracross was going to get a broken Mega Evolution. Or kind of. I live a Salamence attack. Like a Salamence outrage or something like that. I have a video, I have to re-get it. But the quality is not as good as it used to be. But, it didn't age too well. But whatever. I remember it kind of using. I remember living that fire fang, and I realized, wait a minute, Heracross has a lot of bulk. And then I started looking back at some old videos where I put max HP on everything. Oh, that's tank. And then I compared it to that Dusknoir, because that Dusknoir did not have max HP. In fact, that Dusknoir using Xerxes in most of the majority of my battles didn't have really any HP investments. It was straight up 31 IV, 4 HP sets. And I think there was one that didn't even have that. I think the rest were just like, or the rest were like max defense, max special defense. It was definitely not your standards. It was definitely a standard tank set. I used an off tank because I was going for more of the things that were for weakness for, like Ferrothorn and Fire Punch. Things that can definitely not see that coming. The Goddess Maria battles, she has two on her channel. One she won one pretty fun comically. I won one because I use OUs and I was a dirtbag. Only because the fact that during the time those time zones there were two different periods, and hey, Maria still was one of our best Hail Team users. In fact, the best Hail Team user. Um, Another one was Wind Dragon, and not many people know about Wind Dragon, just because he decided to get an actual job and stuff. But Wind Dragon put Slicer on the map. He did with Aerial Ace, it's like Swords Dance, Aerial Ace, Technician. He's not the main reason why Slicer got put on the map. It's more like the strategy that Slicer he brought to Slicer was the reason why I put it on Scizor. And I don't get the same results because obviously stab move is a big difference. But however, the flying aerial ace move is very effective in the meta, especially in today's meta. I have to switch over here. Sorry, I just realized I was in a comfortable position with the camera. Um, there was like 54 or 56, I forgot. He retired very very early because I don't know what happened to his life, and I guess he decided to move on. He was the reason why I used the specs Flygon because he always wanted to do it, and he just did. He was just like, I don't know if I could do it. I don't think it's possible to use specs Flygon, but hey, if you could do it, prove me wrong, and I proved him wrong hard when I beat FaZe because him and I used to be part of the Jewel Clan group in Jewel Evolution. Um, Overall, a lot of people are that were like top notch people are like now like gone. I'm actually kind of glad because a lot of them are jerks. A lot of them, a lot of them were like jerks, like the Irosa. Uh, let's see, FaZe was kind of a jerk in some respects. I mean, he definitely did not like losing. I mean, in fact, a lot of your current today people were not like that a few years ago. I can tell you that right now because I was there, hidden. Not many people knew about me behind the scenes. In fact, some people, the reason why you might see some people do those goofy moves is because of me. It's because of me. I made them do that because they knew that I predicted the hell out of them. And I'm not even the only one either. The sad part is I'm not even the good one. I'm just the guy who figured it out. The other's been guys who's been mastering this. Kid you not. I still want to figure out that Louis Colo combination, but screw Louis Colo. I mean, I love Louis Colo because it's grass water, because, hey, it's grass water, but, Louis Colo. Who uses that now? I mean, we have a big bug problem right now. What else? Unfortunately, for those who want to know what happened to my 14, do I still have all my original Pokemon? Unfortunately, yes and no. The fortunate is I do have a majority of them, but the unfortunate part, actually, there's two fortunate parts. The first one is not everybody got transferred because I didn't use SAP properly during 5th generation. So, you get the idea. And since I didn't use SAP properly, a lot of my 5th gen teams got canned. And even some of my 4th gen teams because I edited them with SAP and didn't do it right. A lot of my 4th gen Pokemon were not exactly perfect, but that didn't stop me transferring them. I mean, my Baynet was legit. Like, I passed it to, like, I think 6th gen or 5th gen. I forget which one, but I didn't want to transfer because my rule was I don't transfer anything prior to 5th gen because of the whole entire 4th gen scenario. 4th gen to 5th gen and 5th gen, anything 5th gen transfer to 6th gen was already bad voodoo, and I didn't want to take a chance of losing my 4th gen stuff. So I pretty much remade them, cloned them, passed it on, moved them on. I pretty much screwed over my 4th, about pretty much, I'm going to use the word main games because I have both versions of most of the games, and I figured, and the main games I used, we got screwed over because of all the stuff I did behind the scenes. Not many people know that because no point. I mean, my Soul Silver, I have to restart that if I ever want to play that again. Regarding just anything. Diamond will eventually have to be screwed over, but unfortunately, due to the fact that Diamond is the only way I can transfer 3rd gen, I'm kind of screwed. Um, what else? 5th gen is probably the only generation that didn't get screwed. Well, who am I kidding? It got screwed the most. It can't transfer half its boxes. um, so people want to know what my strats is now. Well, this channel is going to take over the Gum Nation. Because, hey, PokeGum doesn't exist anymore. It's been deleted for nearly almost 4 or 5 years. I forgot how long. I think about 4 years. This is coming on the 5th year or so. So, just something to reflect back on. The behind the scenes Gum. And you're probably wondering, okay, what's the deal? What's with all this behind the scenes stuff? I'll be straight up. I'm going to use Pokemon timeline just to make things more sensible. During 4th generation, I was in high school, and then by the end of 4th generation, I like to say Heart Gold, Soul Silver, I think. I think that was like I can't remember if it was. No, 5th gen was in Iowa, so no. Okay, so we're gonna use 4th gen, like Heart Gold, Soul Silver, as the quote high school year. Not high school years. Heart Gold and Soul Silver came later, but pretty much Platinum was like my high school year, graduation year. So pretty much after that, everyone started doing the HD stuff, and I was trying to get in that, the Ace card and all that. And I did. Not very much, because I didn't learn how to do that all properly until 5th gen. And when 5th gen came out, I was prepared. I was so prepared, but at the same time, though, the ROMs were completely jacked up. Like, you couldn't play it right, and plus you have to do it in Japanese. Japanese? See, it was a Pokemon tradition to play the game in Japanese before America got it, like, about a month or two later. That was tradition. But, however, a lot of that was, I say Iowa or 5th gen was pretty much my best editing regarding, like, fancy effects and all that. But strategy and all the uniqueness of strategy was definitely 4th gen. By the time 6th gen came around, I didn't have the funds to actually do all that because that was San Antonio. Yeah, that was me moving around. I've moved around too much. Um, San Antonio, South Texas, by the way, because there's Texas like divided between north, south, east, and west. We have our own little country, but that's besides the point. Um, but basically, um, when X and Y came out, I really wanted to get back in the competition. But however, the whole Pokemon being delayed and all that, it wasn't easy. I mean, I loved the idea of going. However, it was also during a time where I was really, really busy, especially with school and all that, and I was also busy with League of Legends. And, see how that turned out. I'm just glad I kept that Riven versus Karthus one-on-one v1 match. That was just worth losing all the other good videos I had in the past. That alone was worth that juke. The juke across the map was so epic. You could check it out on the universe. I have two YouTube channels. One for gum stuff, and the other one's kind of more like a experiment. I like to say, at the least. Um, Overall, I do want to do more 7 gen stuff just because of the fact that it looks fun. I think double battles would be a kind of cool try because I always did single battles. I never did double battles before. I mean, the only time I do double battles is technically XD. Yikes. When I say that, I mean bad. I mean, don't get me wrong. I used Coliseum double battles. I got really good at double battles, but that was years ago, and that's back when freaking Dustclap was the tank of the year, and Skarmory didn't get recover, or did it? Um, Met a lot of friends. Unfortunately, a lot of friends retired before I did, and completely vanished off the face of the earth, which is sad. It really is sad. Sad when you lost good buddies back in the day. There's a few of them left hanging around, but not like it used to be. But then Equinox came. Equinox was around Iowa time. Yeah, it was around Iowa time. And that's close to like fourth, fifth generation. It's around there. Um, that's where Wild Chase and his goon squad, I say goon squad directly, and eventually T-Pix got revived because of me and a few others. We brought Xerxes back. I mean, yeah, Xerxes, I was thinking about coming back, blah, 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 and I couldn't come back because of Mac Wi-Fi, blah, blah, blah. Nah, he wouldn't try unless there was people behind him asking for bows and stuff. That's why. I didn't ask for it first, but I wanted it first. I wanted to do it. I wanted to make it the most impactful battle of the century. Not so much for me alone. It was more the fact of Jewel Clan and everything else, because, FaZe, he was friends with Xerxes. And since I couldn't battle FaZe anymore because he retired, I had to do the next best thing. I had to get a battle Xerxes. And he was the, quote, supposed founding father. I had to battle him. Battle him. I wish I had that battle still, but, well, let me put it this way. It's not really worth now talking now because no one watches 4th gen anymore, which is sad because I actually found some entertainment in my 4th gen battles I had against other people and how much they ranted against my Skarmory. Oh, that was so good. I brought it back from the grave. You see, my current people that I currently hang out with don't know about half the terror that it does. They heard about legends of it, but they'll see it soon enough. But enough about that. I'm gonna answer a few questions that I got, and the first one is, how serious is it gonna be? To be fair, I can't say serious regarding all the things I'm going on in life right now. I mean, right now I'm gonna have to look at doing 2 jobs and school, So it's gonna be a little harsh. I'm not saying I won't do it. It's just, I'd rather try to get as much as I can. I'm racing right now, actually just breeding all I can now to get all the hard crap done. So all I have to do is just battle and just focus on that instead of breeding everything. I know it sounds a little crazy and stupid, but however, a lot of the sets are already pre-made, and the people don't realize that. And it's always pre-made based on the highest stat numbers. If you're gonna try to do something off wall like that, take it from me, the expert. Besides uh, Gargleflop and a few others, it's not worth it. I mean, I might consider doing like a sassy nature, Kokomo or whatever that dragon fighting thing is. We're going to call the Bruce Lee Dragon Bruce Lee. Okay, we're just going to call it Dragon Bruce Lee. Okay, we're just going to call it that. Um, what else? Uh, I guess New Year's Revolutions. Next video. Toodles.